Tonight we're learning more about the mental state of a man accused of shooting a police officer in Fort Myers. A psychologist weighs in on his cries for help.
A hazmat call at a Sarasota County school. They tell me what they found.
And new details about the Northport City Clerk's sudden resignation. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. A hazmat call at a Sarasota County school causes fire crews to rush to Oak Park School, where there was a hazardous fog escaping from their pool area earlier today. ABC 7's Jackie Kelly was on scene during the incident and tells us what caused all of this. Jackie?
Jacqueline, I'm here at Oak Park School, where at around 11:30 this morning, fire crews were called for what they believed to be a structure fire. However, once they arrived on scene, they saw that it was some toxic fog instead.
This was pretty significant. It was actually venting out of one of the air registers, just like a structure fire would.
Sarasota County Fire Department Battalion Chief says once firefighters realized it was a hazardous fog, they called in a special unit who went into the pool area wearing encapsulated suits to run some tests. They later determined the fog was coming from a Freon leak from the air conditioning unit.
Freon is a refrigerant that you have in your AC unit at home. It's what makes the air cold in your home.
If Freon is breathed in, it could be hazardous. 14 kids and 9 adults were in the building for a Sarasota County day camp. They were taken far away from the pool during the incident.
Made sure that they were far enough away from the scene that in the event that it was some type of chemical from a chlorine mix, that they were far from harm's way, and they were. So it did not affect any member of our students or staff.
After running some tests, firefighters were able to remove the Freon from the area.
We used a ventilation fan and we're able to ventilate the structure. There's no injuries to any firefighters or civilians.
The air conditioning company did come out to try to fix the problem and make sure that this doesn't happen again during the school year. Now, the people who do manage the pool made sure that the water is safe to swim in. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Some breaking news tonight out of Venice. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies investigating an armed bank robbery at the BB&T Bank. That's near the Target store on US 41. Now, witnesses say the robber showed a handgun while demanding cash before running away. He's described as white, between 40 and 50 years old. He was last seen around 1:30 this afternoon wearing a button-down shirt, jeans, and that cowboy hat. If you have any information, call the Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
Well, you can certainly tell it's summer. You've got those spotty showers that are typical of Florida here in the summertime.
Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now with our first alert forecast tonight. Bob?
Yeah, just a few showers around. Not our typical afternoon thunderstorm pattern, but yes, showers are around. It's a west to southwesterly wind we've been dealing with, and you can see this trough of low pressure hanging on. This low kind of disrupted our normal pattern in that the high pressure ridge, which is typically parked off the Carolina coast, is no longer there. But it is going to eventually get to this position next week, which we'll see that east to southeasterly wind flow, which butts up against the sea breeze and causes those deep storms to develop. And we see the intense lightning move back toward the west coast of Florida in the afternoon and evening. But today and for the last week now, we've had periods of light showers to moderate showers moving onshore. We're seeing that again now near Lido. Some rainfall moving in there. Anna Maria Island just got some rainfall. So it's spotty at best, and it's moving to the northeast. Not much lightning either. Typically during this time of year, it's lit up with lightning. That'll be back this weekend too, so I know we've had a lull in that. We're going to see more lightning strikes as we head into Saturday and Sunday. That rain just about over quickly as it came into Anna Maria. A few showers heading toward Parrish, and these moving through Lido. You may get some here on Siesta Key in the next half hour or so, but shouldn't be lasting too long. Well, much more in our forecast, and let you know about a little bit of a transition for the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. A follow-up now on a shooting of a Northport man last year. Today, Marquise Harris was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the death of Jaquavius Rivers. According to police reports, Harris beat Rivers on the head with a handgun. While he was beating him, the handgun went off and killed Rivers instantly. He was convicted of manslaughter and possession of a firearm by a felon.
3 15-year-old girls are facing charges after Manatee County Sheriff's deputies say they led them on a chase in a stolen vehicle. Deputies say they found that vehicle out of Sarasota County in the parking lot of the Ellington Outlet Mall last night. Deputies say 3 teenage girls got into the SUV, and then when deputies tried to pull them over, they took off. They were eventually arrested at an apartment complex. Authorities, according to the arrest report, 2 of them were arrested just last Friday for the exact same thing.
Do you recognize this man? Sarasota Police Department say he stole a wallet from somebody at Memories Lounge in Sarasota last week. That's in North Sarasota. If you know who he is, you're being asked to contact the Sarasota Police Department.
We want to warn you of a scam alert tonight. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office reports they've gotten a lot of complaints lately about calls from someone representing the American police officers. Deputies say it's not a real charity. They say don't give them any of your money and contact law enforcement immediately if you get a call.
One doctor is saying the cop shooting in Fort Myers could have been prevented had the Sarasota man charged with the attempted murder been given the mental health treatment he asked for. Wisner Desmerit is charged with shooting a Fort Myers police officer just 48 hours after being released from jail here in Sarasota. While in jail, Desmerit wrote a series of letters to a Sarasota County judge detailing his mental health issues, including paranoia and asking for help. But experts deemed Desmerit competent to proceed, and he was released from jail. Dr. Eddie Renier calls that letter a cry for help.
The inmate tried to communicate their distress. They tried to tell people they weren't getting the help that they needed, and either the help was not available or no one cared enough to respond to it.
Dr. Renier says someone may be mentally ill but still competent to go to trial, which is what he believes may have happened in this case.
The longtime city clerk in Northport is stepping down after 15 years on the job, and today we're learning more about Patsy Atkins' sudden resignation. An evaluation of her office earlier this month found a massive backlog in responding to public records requests. But officials soon realized the majority of them came from one person, former City Commissioner Cheryl Cook. Out of the 2,800 requests since 2016, most of them, 2,400, were made by Cook. Although asking for public records is the right of every resident of Northport, we reached out to Cook to ask why she made so many requests. She did not respond to any of our calls or messages.
You know, we've hired additional people just for that amount of requests. And again, this all comes at a cost to the taxpayers.
Those additional employees hired and the extra resources brought in just to keep up with the massive amount of requests have cost the city close to $100,000.
New at 6, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office K-9 unit is getting fit thanks to the support from our community. They got a new device called a dog trotter, better known as a doggy treadmill. The dogs are able to run full speed on these machines. The Sheriff's Office says it will help the dogs focus energy, build muscles, and enhance obedience. The funds to buy it were given to the Sheriff's Office by the Charlotte Community Foundation, which gives the unit annual support. I petition we have that on like a running loop so we could just watch lots of videos of those little German Shepherds
I wonder
running.
if the dog thinks, why am I not going anywhere? I'm running. Still to come in your Suncoast News, one-way road near a major shopping center in Sarasota may be posing a risk to drivers.
Plus, why a judge's ruling now has lawmakers scrambling just a month before the November ballot. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G-Freed has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G-Freed Flooring America. G-Freed Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
An ABC 7 viewer reached out to us asking for help. She says a road near a major shopping center in Sarasota is posing a risk to drivers.
It's the block of Northbridge Road just east off of Honore Avenue. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano is live there now with more from the woman who says she's almost been hit several times because of this neglect. Taylor?
Good evening, Jacqueline. Scott, you can see the problem, or maybe you can't. These yellow lines that are supposed to be here to separate the two lanes of traffic are so faded, they're nearly gone. Now, this woman says she's so concerned because this is an area that gets a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it's just dangerous, and it happens all the time.
You can see it happening here. Numerous cars traveling over extremely faded yellow lines that are supposed to separate the lanes of traffic.
Lines that belong on this road that are so faded now you can barely see them. And if you're not familiar with this section of street, you get into the wrong lanes or you get into where cars aren't supposed to be.
For instance, here on Northridge Road at the Honore Avenue light, there's only supposed to be one turning lane. But Linda Trapoto says because these yellow lines are basically gone, drivers use this section as another lane to turn.
One time I was in the lane to turn left to go down Honore, and a car came up to my left into the section that's supposed to be painted yellow, that not to be there. And when the light changed, all of us that were in the left turn lane started to turn, and this lady starts honking like we're in the wrong.
It was one of many near accidents that Trapoto has witnessed herself. So several months ago, she reached out to the county with no luck. Tonight, the county tells us this is a private road. Now, our research led us to the actual owner. It's an independent company that owns the shopping center next door. I called them numerous times today, but have not yet heard back. This is a developing story we'll stay on top of. I'm reporting live just off of Honore Avenue. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. Construction for a new roundabout beginning today in Manatee County. That roundabout coming to the intersection of 15th Street East and Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. The intersection is expected to be closed for about 6 months.
Plans for the new Lakewood Ranch Cancer Care Facility are well on their way. The building site near the new Earth Fair will break ground on Monday. According to a press release from the Florida Cancer Specialist, the new Comprehensive Cancer Center will allow patients to get a variety of services and treatments all under one roof, including chemotherapy and national clinical trials. physician visits, and lab work.
If you were going to head out to the Venice Fishing Pier this weekend for the underwater cleanup, it has been a change of plans there. The cleanup organized by Sarasota Bay Watch is canceled because of the red tide concerns there. This was all originally scheduled for Sunday morning near Sharkey's restaurant. The organizer says to stay tuned, though. They will be coordinating with Venice Police and Sharkey's to reschedule that cleanup. And as Bob's been showing us, it's been kind of persistent down there, that red tide.
Yeah, we're going to change it over to this video right here that just came in. This is from Braden Beach, just south of the Moose there. That was Ava that you saw right there. She went out with her mom, Katrina Cox, and they caught this. Now, they weren't going to go out because there's some rain around, but they saw a water spout. But that was too far off, and they couldn't get that. But they got these turtles, and that's good enough. I like turtles.
Oh my goodness, that is
yeah,
just
we're going to
too
post
cute.
that on our mysuncoast.com too, and so it should be a lot of fun to watch that. It'll be on our Facebook pages as well. Let's go to the maps and show you some good news on the red tide, if there is any good news. We have had some improvement over North Sarasota, the water's there, but down south it is still high. High concentrations being reported from Venice southward through Nokomis. I should say Nokomis has had some reports as well through Minnesota Beach and into Charlotte Harbor, although we're not seeing as many reports in Lee County, so this could be a good sign that things may be breaking up a little bit. This is the midweek report that comes out from the FWC. Every Wednesday, it came out just shortly after 3 o'clock this afternoon, showing 12 samples, low to high concentrations in Sarasota County. But you'll notice nothing's showing up in New Pass or at the near the airport or the border there of Manatee and Sarasota counties, where there had been some reports. Also, there has been no respiratory problems on Siesta Key Beach, at least none reported. There have been some fish kills this past week showing up on Lido and on Siesta, but not very widespread. Out on the waters, the wave height is starting to come down a little bit. That too is good news. We're looking at a little less action as far as that west wind goes, so it appears that the high surf, not high surf wise, but the ripped current problem that we've had will be slowly expiring later on this evening. Some showers are out there. They're scattered about, one right by the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Another one just moved into Siesta Key. Another one just offshore of that. You can see some rainfall in downtown Sarasota, that pushing off to the northeast at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. And not much lightning. The storms themselves have only been about 20,000 feet in height. This one now occurring near downtown Sarasota and Northeast Avenue. Some showers near US 301. And as I mentioned, they're only up to about 20,000. They have to go to 30 to get the lightning that we're so familiar with here during the summer months. The McIntosh Road, showers occurring there near Bee Ridge, near Proctor as well. Stretching down toward Clark. There's still some energy out here in the Gulf of Mexico. It's all going to be working onshore periodically throughout the night tonight, tomorrow morning as well. Eventually, this whole thing gets out of here, though, by Friday. High pressure will build back in, and we'll start to see those afternoon and evening storms come back with a little bit more intensity, I think, especially on Saturday and Sunday, and more thunderstorms expected to be around. Now, tomorrow, I mentioned a few showers are possible rolling onshore, and then we'll see that activity. You can start to see it moving from southeast to northwest there over South Florida. But still, there's a chance for a few morning showers even on Friday. So some morning showers along the coast like we've seen over the past week now, moving inland throughout the late afternoon and evening mainly. Although there will be showers scattered about at any time on Friday. That rain chance will go down to 30%. Gulf water temperature 87, temperatures into the upper 80s, but it feels like about 95 to 100 across the Sun Coast. Right now it's 101 at the Sarasota Braden Airport with an 88-degree temperature. The pressure 29.95 inches. The high today was 90, and the low this morning was 76, 1 degree above average. The record 100. 103 right now, high tomorrow expected in Dallas, and 111 degrees in Phoenix. The national radar picture showing a lot of people under the watch for heavy rainfall across the Mid-Atlantic coast states all the way up into the northeast as a result of that low pressure area trailing that way. And you kind of see that line of low pressure hanging out across central Florida. For boaters tomorrow, we'll start off at 15 knots and then subside 5 to 10. Seas will be running right around 2 feet with a moderate chop out there. Here's the forecast then. 40% chance for mainly morning showers, but we could see a few like we're seeing today. 30% on Friday. And we get back to those afternoon and evening storms from Saturday through midweek next week. Back to you.
New details today about a judge's ruling on early voting on college campuses. Yesterday, a judge said the longtime law banning voting on college campuses is unconstitutional and negatively impacts young voters, whose average turnout is much lower than older voters. Now, election supervisors have to finalize a list of early voting sites by Sunday for the upcoming August 28th primary elections, leaving little time to add on-campus sites by then.
Potentially, if there are some relatively simple ways that we can maybe roll out an early voting site in one of those facilities. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Like I say, we have to incorporate this into a big election plan.
The ruling does not require election supervisors to set up campus early voting sites, but it allows them the flexibility to use colleges in areas where it makes sense. Governor Scott's office is reviewing the ruling and has not said if the governor plans to appeal it. Well, stay with us.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a local nonprofit that's getting bigger so they can do more good.
Tonight, the trade war intensifies as the White House offers billions to help U.S. farmers hurt by tariffs. What it means for you as the president of the EU pays a key visit to Pennsylvania Avenue. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $155 a month. Or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
How do you open tough jar lids? Do you try this one? Or this one? Or how about this one?
Honey?
This is the future. Shouldn't there be a robot for this by now? There is. Introducing RoboTwist, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids. Just set it down, press the button, and watch it work. First, the RoboStrong vise locks down tight. Then the powerful twisting action unscrews the lid. RoboTwist is yours for the special introductory price of just $19.99. That's right, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids, all for just $19.99. Whether the jar is big or small, RoboTwist can open them all. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
Call 1-800-347-1073. That's 1-800-347-1073. Or order online at buyrobotwist.com.
At Boys and Girls Clubs, it's not just about trying new things.
Tanya, come here.
Learning the right steps.
2, 3, 4.
Or making contact. It's not just about exploring the future. It's about helping them build it. It's about making a connection. It's about proving every kid and teen who enters our doors has what it takes. Great futures start here.
You know, fortunately, this was my first job out of college, so I was able to come back home and work in my hometown. I wore 2 hats. I was sports director and I was a news anchor. I did that for a few years and then decided to go full-time into news. Well, I love our team here at ABC7. We have a great mix, and it really is a great mix of personalities, of experience that meshes really well into a really strong team. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
Investigate TV tackles the tough topics with in-depth journalism led by award-winning journalist Lee Zurich. We're your watchdog. Search Investigate TV on your Roku device. Download it now.
Blessing Bags Food Pantry has an official headquarters now in downtown Bradenton. The Blessing Bags project started 4 years ago by a group of people that just wanted to help. They provide hygiene products, food, clothing, and support to people who are struggling financially or homeless. The organization's president says this new location gives them the opportunity to meet one-on-one with those in need.
We see their direct needs, like them walking down the street and you see them limping, and it's because their soles are totally worn out from their sneakers in the hot sun and then the rain.
The Blessing Bag Project is known for its hand-sewn children's bags. Children who are experiencing homelessness get a bag with toys, snacks, and a Beanie Baby to hug. Their next goal is to buy a van so that they can pick up more donations. I like it.
Yeah,
there's
good
a need
story
for that,
there,
definitely.
absolutely. Some showers and some thunderstorms starting to develop just southwest of Venice right now. Get a look at the radar and review over the last hour. We're starting to see a little bit more action developing southwest of Venice, so we can expect periods of showers occasionally with maybe some isolated thunderstorms in the mix too through this evening.
Okay, thank you, Bob. See him again at 7 o'clock. World News Tonight with David Muir, though, is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good night.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $24,999, or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Find out first at 4 on the Suncoast with ABC 7 News at 4. ABC 7 News at 4 starts with a detailed look at your first alert weather forecast to help you plan and prepare. We give you a fresh, fast-paced rundown of the day's top stories and videos, including breaking news, live updates, and traffic hotspots, all at a new, more convenient time. Find out first at 4, weekdays on ABC 7.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.